What's going on? Welcome back. This will be NFL trivia video to where each of us have a little game to play. We're going to play it. We're going to have fun. You know why? Because we know ball. Dontea.
The balliest knowers.
Hit me with your game, which is not real trivia, but a little bit of an overreaction Tuesday.
So I'm going to give you guys a statement, and you guys let me know if you think it's an overreaction or not. We are going to start at the top with Chiefs are the best team in football, and they already look ready to be the first team to three-peat.
So, arguably, it's the Chiefs, Vikings maybe. Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, like they're all right in that same area. The only problem with the Chiefs is their injuries. So, I'm going to say right now, they do look like the best team. And they probably do look like the first team to three-peat. Not an overreaction.
It's okay. When they trade for Dontea Adams, it won't look that bad.
Well, I hope they don't. Yeah, even without Devontae Adams, I think that it's not an overreaction. I mean, that Saints team, I know that they had a couple losses, but they started off the year very hot. They looked really good, and they manhandled them yesterday. So without having Rashee Rice, I couldn't think of his name. Without having Rashee Rice, without having who the fuck's back there running a running back? Carson Steele had negative points at halftime.
Yeah,
in fantasy at least.
Like he did last year.
Kareem Hunt had 100.
They don't have Pacheco, who will be back. Rashee Rice. They're saying they're waiting for expert opinions, but they're hopeful that if they make the playoffs, he could return for a late playoff push.
Yeah.
That would be insane. I mean, imagine being in the conference championship and you're like, oh, Rashee Rice and Pacheco are back.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
I mean, Juju had a game yesterday.
Yeah, he had 130 receivers.
You could plug any receiver into that offense, I think, and Mahomes will make him good. It's like Brady. Brady made everybody around him better.
Rodgers.
I read this morning that Rashee Rice's season is officially over, but I can't find where I read it at, so we'll...
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know for sure. I seen last night that they were hopeful for a late playoff push that he could be back. But, yeah, I don't think that's an overreaction at all.
Okay. Next one. Is this an overreaction or not? Jaden Daniels is already a top 10 quarterback.
Jaden Daniels did catch us by surprise. Hey. Not the Browns, but the NFL as a whole by surprise. Uh-oh. There's Matt's pick'ems. Anyways, did catch us by surprise. And I know he's a top 10 quarterback. He can run the ball. He can throw the damn ball. And guess what? Austin Eckler, Brian, two good running backs, decent receivers over there. They got a McCaffrey over there. He's a top 10 quarterback.
A healthy McCaffrey at that.
Yeah, healthy McCaffrey.
One with both Achilles still intact. Yeah, I don't think that's an overreaction at all. I think that, what was the stat I told you guys in the last video? A couple of videos ago. How many drives in a row? I don't know the number, but it was a crazy amount of drives in a row where they walked away with points, and their punter, like, he was out there just to hold the football for the kicker.
Yeah, he rarely punted against the Browns too. So,
yeah, I don't think that that's an overreaction at all. I think that he has looked definitely like a top 10 quarterback this season.
Like a dog.
I'm going to be honest, if not top 5.
Okay, I like it. Aiden Hutchinson is the best defensive player in football right now.
So,
tugging on Jordan's heartstrings over there, boy. We got a Michigan man, and then we got his boy TJ Watt peeking like, what? Who?
Aiden Hutchinson is a really good player. And he did have that one game in the first half where he had, 3.5 sacks or somewhere around that. So he did have a dominant game. He's not the best defensive player in the NFL. That's an overreaction.
Okay. Who?
He's great.
I also think it is a little bit of an overreaction. I'm not going to say it's a huge overreaction because he's a top 3 player, defensive player in the NFL. But I think it's realistically, I know we argue Myles Garrett, TJ Watt all the time. First of all, Myles Garrett's not there this season, not yet. He didn't record a single stat last week.
What about TJ when he didn't record anything?
When was that? Do you remember?
2 games ago or so? He didn't do anything.
2 games ago.
Well,
Versus the Colts.
Yeah. He didn't do anything.
Couldn't even sack Joe Flacco.
I don't think he got recorded the stat.
He definitely had a tackle.
Sure?
No.
This motherfucker.
No, I'm not. But I think even with Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Aiden Hutchinson, Nick Bosa, it's impossible to really unless somebody has a season where they break the sack record, tie the sack record, have 5 pick sixes as a DN, like it's impossible to really be like, this guy's the best player on the defense. Like Aiden Hutchinson's right there. He's in the conversation for sure.
He is.
Everybody can have an argument for or against.
This guy's smiling. He got some bullshit.
He didn't have a stat.
Shout out TJ Watt.
He had a half tackle.
He had 2 tackles.
Okay.
But that's all I had. Go on.
It's 2 more than Myles Garrett had this week.
It's not a lot.
That's not a lot, but yeah, that's my opinion on it. It is an overreaction, but not a huge one.
I'm still taking TJ over.
I like it. Miles had a lot of pressures. Anyways, shout out to PFF. The Steelers,
Dontea.
dude, my mic smells like Taco Bell.
right.
Derrick had Taco Bell last night.
I wish.
All right, last 2.
Peanut butter
Let's
sandwich.
get through these quick. The Steelers are the team to beat in the AFC North. Just give me overreaction
Hell
or not.
no, bro. What the fuck? Why are they the team to beat in the AFC North?
All right.
Just because they have the best record? They're not as good as what their record shows. The Ravens are a better team in that division. The Bengals could possibly be a better team, even though the record doesn't show it. Quit smelling that mic.
Dude, it sounds like Taco Bell.
They have a good defense. Their offense, I believe, is one-dimensional, and they're a run-heavy team. I don't trust Pittsburgh. Think they can win games. Don't trust them to make that they're the team to beat in the AFC North.
Make it quick.
It's looked very shaky on offense, but I think it's an overreaction as well. I think that the Ravens for sure could be. I think they're the team to beat. The hardest part about it is we haven't seen the Steelers play an in-division game.
Right.
We haven't seen them play the Browns. We haven't seen them play the
for a
Bengals.
while.
Oh, I don't want to see you guys play the Browns. So
And
move on from that.
I'm saying we haven't seen the Steelers play anybody in their division.
Well, I don't want to see that.
So I think it's an overreaction as of right now.
So speaking of our beloved Browns, we can't get through a topic without mentioning either the Browns or Steelers.
Nice.
Last overreaction. Kevin Stefanski should indeed be on the hot seat.
Absolutely. That's not even a question. He's on the hot seat. He traded for Deshaun. Deshaun's trash.
Stop
He's
blaming
a trash
him for
coach.
everything.
He's a trash coach. He can't get shit together. He was all right last year, but that's because of Joey Flacco. You see what he's doing out in Indy?
He had
That's
the
Joey
wherewithal to
Flacco.
bring Joe
That's
Flacco
prime
in.
time. Joey Flacco. That's going crazy. Stefanski, fire. Get rid of him. He's trash.
Not an overreaction. But I do have one more.
Hit me.
Overreaction or not. Calvin Austin and Van Jefferson played more snaps on
Than
Sunday Night
George
Football than
Pickens.
George Pickens. Is that an overreaction or not?
I do not think it's an overreaction. And now, call me crazy, but I could see Pittsburgh potentially looking at George Pickens for Devontae Adams swap. I know it's not compatible as far as age, potential, stuff like that. But the eye black, he had the message on it clearly. Yeah, I mean,
that wasn't as bad as the dude from Alabama.
no, it wasn't. But
He just said open fucking always.
for sure. But that
This dude from Alabama said kill everyone.
That goes hard.
But he's telling the team, like, listen, I want my touches. I want the ball. I'm not getting utilized. And we've seen it before, not only in Pittsburgh, everywhere. Receivers want the damn ball. They will cry, bitch, moan, and complain. Like, they want the ball. And he just looks like another guy that's like, give me the ball. He's not okay with not getting the ball.
Absolutely.
So it is not an overreaction. I think there is somewhat trouble in paradise with that situation.
Not an overreaction. Should have went to jail his first year in the NFL like Dontea predicted.
Dude, I know. I was so close.
So the thing with that, Arthur Smith is known for using his star players as decoys in his
Yeah.
offenses.
Yeah.
So I
Shout out
think
Kyle
that
Pitts.
also plays a big part into it.
Cal Pitts and your dude Bijan last year. You had in fantasy.
Yep, both of them. Bijan ended up having a solid season. I don't know if he had the season he should have had.
Yeah.
But I still think I'll give my opinion on it too. I think that it is it's not an overreaction in total, but I think that there could definitely be some problems there even if he's jogging on his routes and stuff like that,
There's trouble in paradise.
you take his snaps away, something is going on, whether it's behind the scenes or what we're seeing in the forefront. But fuck Jordan Lewis forever.
Yeah.
That hurt to say. I'm a Michigan fan, dude. That sucks.
So
What you got for us, Derrick?
We're going to move on. I sent it in the group chat for you guys. You're going to blind rank these quarterbacks. And this is their career stats, of course. And you see that percentage, 63.3 is the completion percentage. You know, the first one's their record, their total passing yards per attempt, their touchdown to interception ratio, if they're a 2-time Pro Bowl or whatever, 1-time Super Bowl champ, you know, their accolades after that. So these are all the stats. You guys rank these guys 1 to 5. And after this, I'm going to reveal who they are. And you tell me if you think they're Hall of Famers or not Hall of Famers. So it's kind of like 2 games in 1.
So we're going to blind rank, and also I'm putting if it's a Hall of Famer or not.
Yep.
Ooh, man.
But you can do the Hall of Famer or not after I reveal it if you want to. So it's a little more context.
We working together on this?
Yeah, you guys together.
All right, Dontea, what do you consider to be of more value? Super Bowls or overall record?
So, I'm actually looking at, I know
QB2 has 2-time Super Bowl, 4-time Pro Bowler, but an even record throughout his career.
So I'm looking at this. This is my number one thing I'm looking at. I don't love looking at Pro Bowls. I like looking at all pros better. But I'm looking at quarterback 5, for example. He's got the most passing yards out of all of them. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler. That means he was playing very good.
Are any of these guys active?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
He doesn't have a Super Bowl.
Are they old but active?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, look at their yard. Yeah, their
Okay.
yards, for the most part, they had to play a while.
Hell yeah, bro. 63,000 yards.
Well, I'm not thinking that he's active.
He's looking at like 32,000. Got to think Jared Goff had like 30-something thousand.
63. Didn't Aaron Rodgers just break 63,000 yards? I mean, I know that's not him because he didn't throw for 440 yards last game, but
No, I don't know. I don't know Aaron Rodgers is...
he just broke one of his like personal
Hey,
records.
but
I don't know how many yards
don't
it was.
knock down the Walter Payton Man of the Year. You know, they're a good person.
That might be Russell
Russell
Wilson.
Wilson is not that good. of a
QB
person.
number 2.
That might be Russell
QB2
Wilson.
is Russell Wilson. It is.
You think so?
I know for a fact.
Okay.
You're such a good bluffer, but you're not. Well, hey, I got Russ second in my blind ranking.
So you guys are cool with QB2 at second?
I have him too.
Okay.
Wait, are we not?
That's weird. You're
talking?
not going in order. You guys, together. Together now.
Oh, sorry.
You guys are together.
Well, I had already had my 1, so I was saying like I'm putting.
Who's your
second.
1?
So my 1, I have QB5 as number 1.
Are you okay with that, Jordan?
Like I know he doesn't have a Super Bowl. Dude threw for 63,000 yards. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler. Hey, look at his touchdown to interception ratio. This dude he's playing really good. His team let him down.
Yeah, he's thrown for 6,000 more yards in 6 more games than QB2.
And he's comeback player of the year. So my dude, something happened to him and he came back and still showed you he knows how to ball. I like QB5.
We'll put
I like him.
We could put QB5 at 1.
I don't know who it is, but I like him.
I know who QB4 is, do you?
QB5 at 1.
I don't want to guess. Don't ruin it because then I'm going to get biased. So you want QB4 3?
No. I know who that is what I'm saying.
Stop trying to guess. Who do you want 3?
I wouldn't mind QB1 at 3.
Okay, I'm there with you.
QB1 at 3.
We're just going by yardage, basically. Besides QB.
No, we are not.
QB2 had less yards than QB1.
QB1's got a Super Bowl, though.
Yeah, that was what I was really looking at because QB4.
He's got a losing record, though. That's like Nick Foles.
QB4 might have to be QB4 and QB3, QB5.
I like what you did there.
All right, so hit me, Jordan. How does the list go? QB5, 1. Who's number 3?
No, it's 5 2.
Oh, QB2's number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 2.
1 4 3.
1 4 3.
1 4 3. So here,
And
QB. Hold on, before Derrick gives us the name. So you say QB2 is Russ. My guess on who I know out of this list, QB4. Is that the Flacker?
I mean, 23 comeback
That's
player of
what
the
I
year
seen.
kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
If I didn't put that in there, you
That's
probably
Joe
wouldn't really
Flacker.
know. That is Joey Flack.
I didn't even see the year next to it.
Good.
I seen somebody say Jamar Flaxson yesterday when he ran the ball.
That's
Or 2 days
crazy.
Sunday when he ran the ball.
You got any Hall of Famers on this list? Because I'm thinking 2 guys might be Hall of Famers.
So yeah, actually, let's make it a game. Out of these blindly, are these guys Hall of Famers or not? out of these?
Do you mean like will they be or are they currently?
Do you think they should be Hall of Famers?
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
QB5.
QB3.
QB5 probably should be.
QB5?
No Super Bowl though, man.
I know. No Super Bowl, no MVP.
I think QB1 should be a. He has a losing record though. QB1 might be Hall of Famer.
See, it's impossible
Still
to
got
tell.
the yards. He's got the Pro Bowl. He got 2 Pro Bowls, Comeback Player of the Year. And then I was also looking at, people aren't going to like it, but I think QB2, even though he has a 500 record, Russell Wilson might be a Hall of Famer, bro. Whether you like it or not, Russ might be a Hall of Famer.
So here's the other thing that makes this a little bit harder to look at as if they're Hall of Famers or not. There's guys that were on a team, played well enough, but that team was nice. I think Hall of Famers sometimes get looked at as a guy that controls that team. He is that team. You know what I mean? Like Brady was that team. I know Brady's the GOAT. That's like a off-the-wall example.
Troy Aikman's a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck it, put all 5 in.
Troy Aikman.
All 5. Jordan said all 5. How about you, Dante? Just list them off. Which ones do you think should be?
I think QB2 should be a Hall of Famer, and
2-time Super Bowl.
I'm
Yep.
partially looking at QB1 as a Hall of Famer too. Fringe Hall of Famer.
All right. QB1 and QB2? Is that okay? So here's your blind ranking list. Number 1, QB5 is 1. Any guesses on who this might be?
2013 Comeback Player of the Year.
I don't.
No.
No Super Bowl, a lot of yards, good winning record. No, I don't know who this is.
1, Felipe Rivers.
Phillip
Rivers, you guys have the best quarterback on this list so far.
Rivers was a dog.
I mean, look at his stats.
Phil
He was a dog.
bro. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Phil was nice, bro.
Gun
slinger.
QB number 2, you have it number 2. Guesses for this guy?
Russell Wilson.
That's
Russell Wilson. It is indeed Eli Manning.
Oh!
Eli Manning has a record of 117 and 117. He did win 2 Super Bowls.
Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer. I already made a video about that on my TikTok. I think
So-
Eli is definitely a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So it was hilarious that you guys thought it was Russ the whole time.
Yeah.
That is 1 Eli Manning.
Okay.
QB1, you have it number 3. Any guesses on who that is? Negative record.
Yeah, he's got 1 Super Bowl though. Is that Nick Foles?
Not Nick Foles. What's your guess? Any guesses? Surprised when I looked this guy up, he did have a negative record.
That 11 Comeback Player of the Year is just fucking with me.
Oh, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Not Aaron Rodgers. It is 1 Matthew Stafford. Matt Stafford, 2-time Pro Bowler, only 1-time Super Bowl.
Well, he played for Detroit. Why would that surprise you that he had a losing record? He was in Detroit his whole career, bro. They suck.
They did suck, but I just didn't think it was that bad the whole time.
Remember what I told you, though? I said 2 is a Hall of Famer, 1 is a French Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you're there.
Matt Stafford he's close.
QB number 4. I mean, everyone knows. I mean, Jordan kind of guessed it correctly.
Joe
Flacco. You have it, QB4. So this list so far, I don't think it's terrible.
No, it's not.
I don't know if Joe Flacco's a Hall of Famer.
He's not.
He's one of those guys that I think anybody could have played quarterback for that team with that defense.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's not a Hall of Famer.
And it been, you know what, fuck it, put him in the Hall of Fame just for what he did with the Browns.
So who's QB3?
So, any guesses on QB3?
2015 MVP. Never won an MVP outside of that.
That's Cam Newton.
That is 1. Cam Newton, shout out to Dante with his Eli Manning Cam Newton video that gave me this idea if they're a Hall of Famer or not.
Yep.
So I kind of compiled Matt Stafford, Eli, Cam Newton, Joe Flacco, and Phillip Rivers. Try to mix it up a little bit to see how you guys would feel.
I think we did good.
So yeah, out of those, do you guys think, I'm going to go to Dante, to Jordan real quick, Matt Stafford, Hall of Famer or not?
Yes. Fringe. Can I say fringe or no? Or I got to give you a yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Is Eli Manning Hall of Famer or not?
Yes. Eli's a Hall of Famer. Argue with your mama.
I agree with Dante. And your mama.
Is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer or not?
How about no?
Because he didn't jump on the ball?
That's partially one of the reasons. Cam just didn't do enough long enough. He just had a 3-year stint where he was great. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say no because he didn't show any longevity with his ability to play.
Now this one, I mean, we just have him in there for a little bit of fun. Is Joe Flacco a Hall of Famer or not?
Jose Flacco is indeed not a Hall of Famer. But if he would have won multiple playoff games with the Browns and maybe took them to the Super Bowl, that dude would be a Hall of Famer.
Probably.
No.
Not a Hall of Famer.
Wow.
Last guy. Now this guy, he didn't really win anything. He was just a dog.
Just a dog out there.
Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer? Kind of like the Charles Barkley in the NFL.
So listen, there are some quarterbacks in Hall of Fame that don't have Super Bowls.
There's some Super Bowl winning quarterbacks that aren't that good in the Hall of Fame.
And there are some that are not that good in there. But he is not a Hall of Famer, I don't think. I don't think he gets in.
I think he is.
Does John Elway have a Super Bowl?
Who? John Elway?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I do think Phil Rivers is. I think that it's like that class. You see those videos where it's like, oh, the NFL is
Big Ben,
changing
Drew
now.
Brees, Phillip.
Big Ben, Drew
Aaron
Brees,
Rodgers.
Phil Rivers, Aaron Rodgers, Eli, Peyton.
Yeah.
All of these guys are Hall of Famers
Dogs.
that I'm naming.
They're coming in the AFC too a lot.
Facts.
But that's all I had for my game. If you guys wanted to, I probably got 3 minutes if you guys want to like do the 500-yard passing thing, because both of you guys have the list. If you're able to like help me guess real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
So listen, I didn't like look at the list, to be honest. So if you want to throw me in the game too to kind of like help Derrick, because a lot of the names.
I mean, and we're running out of time, so yeah.
Yeah, I know something, guys. Like regardless of looking. Damn, I'm sweating.
All right, so
All right, you want me to introduce it real quick, or you gonna?
I can. We're gonna make Derrick and Dontea guess the last 10 500-yard passing performances in the NFL.
So I'll go first.
There is a layup here.
Kirk Cousins.
Ooh, Kirk Cousins just missed the list. Just kidding. Most recently,
That would have been crazy.
last week against the Buccaneers, he threw for 509 yards.
Dog.
Fun fact: Patrick Mahomes does not have a 500-yard passing season.
He does
guys.
not.
Fun fact:
500 passing yard season. That's
let
crazy.
me get.
Oh, he doesn't have 500 in a season? That's crazy.
Yeah, that dude's trash. Then
Let me get the chubby gunslinger himself, Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben on there twice. Once in 2021 against the Browns with 501.
You ain't got to tell us who it's against.
And once in 2017 against the Ravens with 506. Now, I think he does have a couple more, but they were outside the top 10.
now, where was Ben on that list?
Ben was at 25 and 21. So it would be,
Okay.
in terms of last, are we counting Kirk as one because he's the most recent?
So Ben isn't on that list?
No, Ben is on that list.
In the top 10, though.
Yes.
You said he was at 20 or
You
something.
said 20.
Yeah, because
There's multiple people.
there's been 27 total 500-yard passing games in NFL history.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the last 10, but it starts at 27. So if I went 1 to 10 with Kirk being
Kirk's
one
at
because he's most
27.
recent. Yeah,
Kirk's
Kirk
at
is 27.
Okay.
So if I
That's why you fucked me in the head.
from
Yeah, okay.
so if we say
damn.
if we say Kirk is 1, then Ben has number 3 and number 7, I believe.
Yeah, so, yeah.
All right, let's keep it.
Do it like that for me so it's in the top 10, because if you say 21, it sounds like he's farther out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, this is going to sound weird. I think he did it. Is Joe Burrow on there?
Joe Burrow is on there, 2021 against the Ravens. He threw for 525.
Nice.
He's number 2 as most recent.
I'm pretty sure he did it in the Super Bowl. Can I get Big Dick Nick?
Ooh,
Nick
I
Foles.
wonder if Super Bowls and postseason count towards this.
It's at least not on this list.
Maybe he didn't throw for 500 in the Super Bowl. I thought he did.
He threw for a lot.
It does not say if any of these games were playoff games or not, but there's... Okay, yeah, Super Bowls count. There's one of them that was February 4th. So
Okay. Aaron Rodgers had to throw for 500.
Aaron Rodgers has not thrown for it as recent as everybody else on this list.
Damn.
Matt Stafford.
Good guess.
Matt Stafford
He was going to be my next one.
has not thrown for it. The
In
last
recent
time
years.
he threw for 500 was 2012.
Now, when the Chiefs and the Rams had that crazy game, did Jared Goff throw for 500?
Jared Goff Didn't throw for 500 that night,
Okay.
but he did throw for 500 in 2019 against the Buccaneers. He threw for 517.
Okay. What a dog.
Sheesh.
That dude's a dog.
So he was number. It's fucking me up now.
You're fine.
Numbers are
He's
all
in the
weird.
top 10.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, he's on there.
We'll do the math
He's on
after.
there. He's on there. That's all I know.
He threw. Let me get Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is on there. He threw for 503 in 2016 against the Panthers.
Big gunslinger.
How far down is Matt in 2016? Do you know? Like maybe 9-ish, 8-ish?
He's 8.
Okay. So there's going to be some
There's
20,
two
there's going to be
people
some
before him.
2016, 2015, 2014.
You know both of the guys
my
before
God.
him. Like
I just thought of somebody.
Now this guy, speaking about Dink and Dak, and is Dak on that list?
That's who I was about to guess.
Dak Prescott is on that list in
Dakota.
2020 against the Browns. He threw for 502.
Love it.
I'm going a little far back, but we were talking about him being a Hall of Famer and stuff. Phil got a 500-yard game in the last.
Phil
game?
is number 10.
Let's go.
He threw
Phil.
for 503 in 2015 against the Packers. So number 9 is between Matt Ryan and Phil Rivers.
So I assume it's going to be in that pedigree of.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
You're thinking.
I'm going to go Peyton here as my guess.
Peyton is not there.
Ooh, I have another guess. For
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna go with the same era. Let me get I think he had the most passing yards before Brady took it over. Let me get Drew Brees.
Yep.
Drew Brees, 505 in
was gonna be my
2015
guess.
against the Giants.
Same era.
By the way, I'm looking at this list. Peyton Manning has never thrown for 500 yards.
It's crazy.
Kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Had 55 touchdowns, not 500 yards in a game. So how many are we missing right now?
So right now you are missing.
I think we only got like 2 left.
Somewhere.
You're missing 1.
Oh,
we're
2.
missing
You're
one.
missing 2.
Missing
You're
two.
missing 2.
Just for time's sake, give us the years real quick.
2016 and 2018.
So recent.
So 2016, 2018. Damn. We can spit fire right now if you have any guesses.
I know one. He's a turd, but he did it. Derrick Carr.
Derek Carr is the 2016. He threw for
Damn.
513 against the Bucks in 2016.
So we need the 2018
So
one.
now you just need the 2018 one, and this may or may not have been.
Bro, we didn't say the GOAT. Did we say Tom?
Oh, we didn't say Tom.
We
Brady
did
got
not
a
say Tom.
500-yard game. I know he got
Brady threw for 505
In
in
2018?
his Super Bowl loss to the Eagles in
Oh,
2018.
Oh, it was Tom Brady that had 500, not Nick
Yes.
Foles. I knew one of those dudes had 500 in that game.
Yes.
When you said February 4th, that's when I was like, that's Tom Brady then.
Bro, we forgot about Tom.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude.
Because everybody think Tom just dink and dunks.
So your last 10 500-yard passers are Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow, Big Ben, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Tom Brady, Big Ben again, Derek Carr, Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, and Phil Rivers.
Hey,
Dope.
all this topic tells me is we talked about 4,000-yard passers and stuff. There's one guy that's been consistent on a lot of these lists. Y'all better put some respect on Jared Goff,
I
bro.
guess, bro.
I'm telling you. I would love that dude as my QB1.
Me too. But that's all we got. Thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time, I Know Ball Network. We're peacing out. Like, subscribe, comment.
Peace.
Shake that ass again.
Shake that ass.